All right, we're gonna try recording some video, but at just regular HD instead of 4K, so it'll be easier to upload. We'll give this a try. All right. I had to switch from my actual riding gloves to just actual like warm gloves because it is cold. The breeze is like coming from the north, from the mountains, from like Durango. Oh, it's chilly, so I'm gonna switch over. Resume my workout. Here we go. The goal is to get to the other side, to the other highway. So I've never been to the other side. I always I think I get up to like a little mesa, and then I always either running out of daylight or whatever, and I ended up not going all the way. So the goal this time is to make it all the way out there. I got enough daylight, somewhat warm. I should have brought my little 180s for my ears, but I brought my beanie just in case. So if I switch over to that, the helmet's coming off. So, and I'm not riding hard, so yeah. Or at least I don't think so. Durango Mountains. Whew. Chilly. I think it's 41 degrees, and but with a breeze coming from the north, so I always call it that Arctic air. The Arctic air is always chilly, so this part's always really fun. So for miles, I didn't bring the drone because my pack is all like loaded right now. I got like extra tubes, the tools, little pump, some food, like water, and some warm, like the beanie and all that. So I didn't have room to take it. So I think tomorrow I'll come out and I'll fly it, just not riding, but I'll just fly it around here so you can kind of see the area, like pretty much this little mesa that we're on. So compared to Kensie Ranch or McKenzie Ranch in Tucson, this trail is like way wider, and it's like way more forgiving compared to that one. You have your ears aired up too much and it's like you bounce off, whereas this one is like pretty nice. It's all nice and kind of flat ground, so way more forgiving. Even when we run into all the river rocks up there, it's not too bad. It'll still bounce you, but it feels way more controlled compared to that the Kensie Ranch in Tucson. So yeah, I went running the past few days in Kayenta, like at I think it was 5,700 feet. So I think at this point my body is probably a little more acclimatized to this elevation. So hopefully you won't hear me huffing and puffing too much. All clear. Across the roadway. All the oil field roads they have out here. So, good stuff. Ooh, I've never been that way. Downshift, downshift. I should have gone one more downshift, but I got enough momentum and leg muscles to power my way through it. Work harder, not smarter. Probably about like the fourth hill like that, my legs are gonna be tired. Oh, that's all I was thinking was if anyone saw, I posted the I think the little story. So yesterday, not thinking about it, or I thought about it too late, was I did my long run into Kayenta, but I did a long run. So I did 6.3 miles, and it wasn't until about mile 5 that I was thinking like I should have done 4, because usually Monday would be my rest day, but today, since I'm mountain biking today, I should have not done 6 miles yesterday running. So we'll see how my legs are. Hopefully I've been doing 6 miles long enough that my legs are used to it. I know the last time I did that, when I came out here, and by the time I made it to Alien Run, my legs were shot. Like just the little climbs and everything, and I could feel my legs like shut down. So hopefully I don't get to that point. And so I think maybe tomorrow that'll be the plan, is to go to Aztec, do Alien Run, because that's like a nice little, I think it was like a nice little 8-miler. So that might be a nice one to go do. And then I was thinking, so Aztec is that way, and then going across over to Durango. And I was thinking I do want to fly that drone on that trail, because I was telling Miles about that, where I'm like, we got to that bridge about 3 miles up, and if I had taken the drone, I could have flown it like low on that little stream. I could have like flown it low and then kind of like follow the little stream all the way to the bridge, and then like climb and like kind of climb up and like show the tree line and everything, or that little valley we were in. So I think I might do that. But at the same time, this way a little further in Cortez, they have a bike trail out there called Phil's Whirl, and I hear that's pretty good. It might be pretty similar to this. So I had always heard about it, but I'd never ridden that one, and the last time I was driving by I saw the turnoff for it. So I'm kind of thinking I kind of want to do that too, but yeah, we shall see. We'll see what I'm feeling like after Alien Run, because all that's like not too far. It's all like within an hour of each other, so it should totally be doable. And of course, the local coffee around here is Durango Joe's. So in Durango, could go and get a cup of that before I move over to Cortez. So, oh, Cortez is actually the home of Osprey brand. So I've always had a thing for Osprey brand, because I think my college backpack was Osprey, and it just like always made sense from a functional aspect. So their headquarters is in Cortez. So in case any of y'all are curious, it's actually near a disc golf course. So two of the best things side by side. I'm talking a bit more because I got kind of like a super mellow song playing in my headphones. A little too slow. So let me try to talk over it. I think if you all saw the last video compared to this one, I feel like I'm moving faster and less windy. AKA, all the running's been paying off. To make sure I get to the other side, I brought some granola bars and such, so that way I can eat up. You know, the one thing, I think I mentioned it back there, totally forgot about cold weather riding, because so I wore shortcuts, but I also brought some like leggings style like tights. So, and I got out here and it's like, yeah, 41 degrees. I had to wear the little tights and then the shorts over it. So And the one thing I forgot was in my batch of winter stuff, I do have these little things called 180s, and they're like little earmuffs that just kind of cover your ears. So, and I remember seeing it and kind of going, why do I have those? Like, I always use the like the little headband style or beanie for running. And I'm like, I don't get why I have that. It's weird. It's like I don't remember running with that. And then now it all came back to me when I was out here, like, oh, I use the 180s for biking because they fit around the back of the helmet. So they fit around the back of your head and then they creep forward onto your ears and they fit perfect. So it all came back and I was like, oh, I should have brought them. Right now would have been perfect. So still be up for a little bike trip out here if y'all are up for it. Get those permission slips signed by your significant others to bring you all out here, if you have them. So this would be fun. It's not the type of mountain biking that you see like in the you know, the Washingtons or the Oregon areas where you're like flying, doing jumps. It's more, yeah, I guess you could if you go fast enough. So for me, I don't. I really am more of a cross-country rider, not so much like doing big tricks, doing jumps and all that. Ooh, I hit 5 miles already. Not bad. I heard it in my headphones. River rocks. So I decided that's the type of mountain biker I am. I have no desire to go doing the jumps and everything. That'll be a young person's game. So still fun though when you ride just doing the cross-country style. Get to move quick, get a little flow going. It's always nice. See, look at that. This trail is way forgiving. And I feel like the flow is so much better too. Kensie Ranch is nice. Like the, I think when you get to the backside and you start making your way back, it's definitely pretty nice. It's kind of like this right here, so I like that part of it. The first bit of it, it seems like you're kind of doing climbing. So that part's always kind of a little boring until you get up on the, oh geez, you get up on the hill. Then you can get moving. And that's where it really is. There's always like cows around there. Just interesting. You get all these little detours and drink some water. I think that's where all the, hey, chipmunk, kind of the guy. I'm going to see how the recording in HD does for the battery life. So I imagine it would be better, but we'll see if there is even a difference. It just makes it easier to upload because all those other videos, like uploading in 4K, takes a while. So especially these kind that are going to be like a lot longer, because I'm probably going to go, I kind of imagine this a little over maybe like an hour and a half to get out here. So especially since I'm coming from Anasazi Trail too. It looks like a lot of people park right there at the Kensie trailhead, and then they ride up here. So or start riding from there. Whereas I started like maybe like 2 miles back. Oh, come on, come on. Oh, I didn't get it, dang it. I thought I had it. I just shifted way too late. I let you guys down, sorry. No rocket power. I was thinking about that show. So especially with Neil bringing it up, rocket power. When we were talking about, you know, all the little things like the skateboarding, rollerblading, mountain biking. So he mentioned, he's like, hey, remember that show from way back called Rocket Power? And it's like, I do remember that. And I think the only thing that the two that I'm missing, if I remember right, that they do in there was going to be I think it was surfing, and I think maybe mountain or snowboarding. Oh, muscle. Oh, and I did it. And there's a hill right after. Nice. Wait, come on, come on. And I don't got it, especially after powering through the other one. I'm gonna walk this one up. I should have changed out my socks for some a little more thicker ones. All right, check out the view. About 5.7 miles in. So there's like a little back road that goes to Durango back there. That's always pretty cool. The reservation out that way, or I guess end this way. I think that's Ute Mountain peeking out back there with Camp Verde over there, and then all of the what is it, Rocky Mountains kind of starting up that way. And I stopped my music, dang it. Oh, come on. I like how I did it through the headphones, but I forget the command to do it through the headphones. So, old school wise, took longer of a stop than I was thinking. Let me zip this back up. All right, here we go. Oh, here we go. Let's keep going. I want to get to that road. I want to at least say I've done it to that road. So all the years that I lived here and everything, I've never made it there. I always just like either just started too late, or same thing, gets cold, gets dark. So I've never made it out there. So I want that to be the plan this time, to at least get out there. So I should have plenty of daylight. I think I started around like 1 o'clock, so the sun should be going down like at maybe 5. So if it goes beyond 2 hours to get there, I at least brought my bike lamp, so that should be nice. And you know what, I should probably look at that. If it gets near 2 hours, I don't want to be riding in the dark. I don't mind the dark, it's the cold, because I have my beanie, but I think these little like thermal tights, I don't think they're gonna cut it. And I didn't wear my thicker socks too, so hey, getting close to Rigor Mortis already. Rigor Mortis rides up right over there. So this is my usual turnaround spot. So usually I turn around here. I looked at the map for that road, and I think that road said it was geez, about, looked like maybe 2 miles further than where I usually stop. So we shall see. we're adventuring together. So as Key says, if I disappear and only this footage survives, delete my browser history. So so here's where I usually turn around, but now, after all these years of living here and riding this trail, we're gonna go to the end, and you get to go with me. So I think I might have, oh geez, I knew that was coming. My pedal dropped just low enough when I saw that. I think I've ridden up to this mesa up here, and I think I turned around then, just for that reason. It was like, for whatever reason, I guess. Because I remember it's really steep. Yeah, there it is. Really steep. So up here. Alright. And I should have downshifted and I did it. Dang it. Didn't get it again. Sorry. I keep letting y'all down. Come on. Alright. Shift. Shift. There we go. It looks like whoever rides these, you look at the riding trail, looks like they just fly through it. Because I remember this, it's like crazy river rocks through here. Whoa. If y'all couldn't see, that was pretty steep. I like it. That's probably why I tell y'all stories that I've wiped out in kind of wild places, and here I'm by myself, so I have to ride home with that, holding my arm up. Good stuff. I think this might be the furthest I've come. I feel like there was one little mesa up here. That's where I've gone up to, and it looked like it just kept going. So I was like, yeah, I don't think I have the daylight for it. So talking about that, what time is it? 2 o'clock. Did y'all hear that? It's 2 o'clock. Dang it. All right, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I should have worn my thicker socks. Dang it. That would have been so good. Let's see how much further it is. Oh, let me see. So 6.5 miles. We'll say that was back there, 6.5 miles. So let's see how much further it is. That way it would give you all an idea. I think it was 2 miles from where I parked, Anasazi Trail. Let's see. Oh, Kensie, whoops. Yeah, I'm going this way for Kensie. I always feel like riding back is going to be a little faster, except there's like that one part at Rigor Mortis is always like a little bit of a pain, just because it's like the little sand dunes. You get to the bottom and then you have to kind of ride through the this little sand dune area, and it's like a pretty intense climb to get back up to elevation, so it's always intense. Ooh, this is nice. Look at that. Don't fall down. Don't fall down. Ooh, look at that. I'm only gonna ride up to the, okay, good, sweet. Nice. Hey, this is like Alien Run. Nice big open area. Wonder if this is a single track or dual. I didn't see the other trail coming back, so I wonder if we share this one. Which it kind of makes sense that pretty intense like hill climb way back there. It looked like you had speed to go coming down, and you had a nice like even trail. So I wonder if that's the case. I keep an eye out, looking forward, just in case someone's coming down. Oh, it's just those subtle climbs getting harder. Gets harder and harder slowly. Get it. Yeah. My legs are burning. All these climbs. Oh, there you go. There's the other trail. Looks like I'll be going back on that one. Oh, that part actually got me. Before, I was getting, you go down a hill, you climb up a little bit, you go down a hill, you kind of get that nice reward of riding back down. That one seemed like it just went from flat to just like a gradual hill all the way up. That got me, but I'm gonna see how my my better VO2 max is. Hopefully it comes in handy right now, helping my body refresh with oxygen. So at 8.5, I'm gonna kind of take a look to see where I'm at, and if we still got some ways to go, this may not be the ride where I get to the road. I like all the snow over on Hesperus over there. Look at that, so pretty. Whee. Just wish I had some speed to enjoy that a bit more. As you can tell, finally shifted gears. Ooh. Oh, that's a plane. I thought I heard like a vehicle, aka getting close to the road, but now It's just the plane. Ah, got my hopes up. Look, hey, that wasn't bad. That was only a mile away. Oh, I think this is why you got a dropper post. My seat almost pulled my pants down. Ah. Jeez, look at this. More trails way out here. Look at that. Another little branch off. Ooh, look at that. Did you see the trail? That is cool. All right, we're gonna keep going. I'm really hoping I get past those, and then that's where the road is. Let's just see if there's hey, there it is, Farmington Lake. So that's how far we are from Farmington Lake. I think the main road that goes across is like over there, so pretty far out. Should be getting close. I kind of think that there's like a farmer's market, I think, over there, so we got to be close. It's got to be like over this part. So all right, I'm like one of those kids where I'm like, my little delay tactic is just kind of telling stories, but realistically I'm taking a breather. All right, here we go. No. All right. Go. Ooh, nice. All right, that little burnout of the climb was definitely worth that part right there. Maybe I should have saved some momentum. Maybe. Oh geez, look at that. All right, just lean forward, and I don't have it. That is steep. Okay, I see quite a few people walking right here, so knowing that, probably should have kept that momentum going and just like pedaled as fast as I could from there. All right, let's keep going. I want the end of this trail. Kind of funny, all the easier part of the trails and everything is really where I turn around. Out here it gets a lot harder. The climbs are bigger. Yeah, that's so cool. Farmington Lake. Okay, so it was 2 o'clock and I've been riding for 50 minutes, so that's not bad. That's pretty good. Worst case, if I get up to 3 hours, maybe an hour and a half to ride back. So get back by 4:30. Would be nice to play some disc golf too, but I don't know, maybe not. At least I can bundle up for that one. Or the gloves, then the beanie. Still going. Still going. I really want to say this is probably the furthest I've been now. I don't remember that huge hill back there, so yeah. I don't remember that part, so I think that's furthest I've gone. Ooh, big open area. Oh, sweet, another crossing. All these oil field roads. I think I need to change my playlist. I got Zoe Deschanel playing now. What is it, She and Him? A little too slow. With her old-timey voice. Oh, a little bit of a road ride. All right. Looks like it, huh? Keeping my eye out for like the little trail flags. Oh, no, keep going, I guess. Oh yeah, I guess keep going. I see the little brown trail markers. See a little spot someone rode out of. Okay, so this is part of the trail. Good little breather. I think it keeps going this way because I see another trail marker here. And I still see mountain bike tires. Yep, Kensie. I think after all this time, my body's finally warming up. Feel the trail, okay. Still the trail. Oh, there we go. Now we kind of break back off right there. Ooh, nice, look at that. It's like a big, nice, rocky, open area. I like that. That's at least a nice surprise. Yeah, that was cool. I feel like we're getting out of the little wooded trail style. I'm getting into some unique different style of trail. A little more rocky on this one. I think it should be easier going back, right? Because I feel like I'm climbing so much. So if I'm climbing so much, I got to be coming down those hills. My fuel for this was a breakfast burrito this morning from Cliente. So one of the local vendors, Spam biscuit with egg and potatoes. So that, some coffee, a banana, and then out here a muffin and I think a chai tea from Durango Joe's. Still feel pretty good. I think when I get further up here I'll probably have one of my little those little Kind bars. Give me that little energy boost. Jeez, look at the mountains are getting closer. I better not end up in Durango. All right, let's see. 8.7, so I'm 2 miles further than where I'd usually stop. So we should be getting close. I got my headphones in so I can't really hear the road. I feel like I hear some signs and maybe vehicles, but that might just be me being hopeful. Mirage of sound. I'm getting close. I hear cars. No, you don't. All right. Whew. So my usual path from the trailhead to where I turn around was about 4 miles. So this is an extra getting 2. So maybe it's an extra 3 miles. Still there, Kensie Trail. Ooh. Less trees here because I can feel the breeze. Oh, dang it, that was the sound. I thought I heard cars. Ooh, I do hear. Ooh, maybe I do hear cars. I hope so. I hope so. That's fun right there. Some little curves. Is it behind that hill? Oh man. If it is, hopefully at least the trail's fast to get there. if this goes beyond 10 miles, this is probably going to be like the furthest I've ridden on the bike in a long time. I remember when I used to live here, I rode to, I think I rode from Farmington to Shiprock, and then I was riding back, and I remember my legs just couldn't take it anymore. I had to call like a coworker to come and get me up in I think it was Hogback. So, and I think that was about, I think I was close to like 50 miles. I just couldn't do it. Like, my legs were like done. I was on a mountain bike too. So now this is kind of getting me worried of like, when I get to the end, it's going to be more than 10 miles. Then I'm going to ride back. That's going to be 20 miles back to the Anasazi Trail. Legs are burning. Oh, you big hills. There better be a reward right over this part. Dude, my legs are gonna be so spent. Jeez. Still moving. Look at that view. Dude, I am I feel like I'm so close to Durango right now. So maybe tomorrow is just going to be with the way my legs feel right now, maybe just be a alien run and then just Durango Colorado trail with the drone. That might be like because I am like burning my legs out. Oh, crossroads, trail crossing. What looks like ATV. What does this say? Oh, trail crossing. All right, got get some water. All right. I need to save my daylight, so keep going. I want the end of the trail. The ring is mine. Oh dang. So in my headphones I just heard the indicator go off for 10 miles. So every 5 miles my watch tells me that's like a lap, and the second one just went off, so I'm officially at 10 miles out, aka it's gonna be a 10-mile ride back. This will be the furthest that I've ridden in a while. 20 miles. See a little oil pump thing here. Jeez, another crossing. Oop, up, up, up. I feel like I'm seeing less. Okay, I was gonna say less trail or like tracks from bikes, but the ground must have just been harder back there. Got the gear shift just in time. Where's this road? Oh my God, there it is. I just saw a vehicle go by. Oh, oh. Help me, Jeebus. Alright. A little more fun since the road's right there. Oh, look at that. It looks like it is a single, it's a single track or like two ways on the same trail. Okay, that might not be too bad. I felt like I spent more time climbing going this way than, so going back should be a little bit easier. Hey, little bench. Might take a nap there. Oh, got it. Got it. Look at that. Got it. Woo! Highway 3536. Oh, so good. Let me check my how's the camera going? So we'll do away from the sun. Oh, that was 10.98 miles from the Anasazi area to over here, highway 35, 36 or 36, 35. One of the two. I did it. I'm there finally. Now I gotta go 11 miles back. All right, I'm gonna have a snack bar, then head back. All right, this will be the second part of the video. So got all the way out here to highway 35, 36. There's a little trailhead. Sorry, but yeah, 11 miles out. Now we ride back. So I had my little electrolyte juice and my little granola bar. So here we go, 11 miles back. And I'm new to the trail, so it's gonna be, I think we're gonna be riding the same one all the way back up to Rigor Mortis, I think. So I think that's how it's gonna go. At least that's what it looked like. So I'm gonna keep my eye out just to see if there's like a, if it's supposed to go, if it like breaks out like a different way. I'm really hoping not. Just because I'm used to the other one and I just rather go on that. So all right, here we go. That was fun. Did it just a lot longer than I was thinking. I thought it was going to be like maybe what is it, I usually turn around at the 6.5 mile mark, and so I was thinking it was going to be like maybe 9 miles, so like another 2.5 to 3 miles like out instead of 11. So that's like a pretty solid, I think 4.5 extra miles. So oh geez, and it's colder going this way too. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. I think it's the same. What's this say? Limber. I don't think I'm going that way. I think I'm sticking out the Kensie one. So since I want to get back, I'm going to try to, I hope no one's really riding out this far. I'm going to keep my eye out just in case. I do see the trailhead saying going this way too, so you know, it's funny, I brought like the breathable long sleeves, not thinking it's going to be like in the 30s or like, yeah, so should have brought like the thicker ones, or like the fleece. Actually, I probably should have worn my my little thermals. Thermals would have been perfect. I don't think I can ride this. Last thing I need, go 11 miles and wipe out on this little part. Ugh. Ugh. That wouldn't be fun. Here we go. Keep an eye out. Yeah, I didn't see like further back you can see where the trails, like 2 separate trails. I feel like the last place I saw that was pretty far back, because it looked like it broke out to Rigor Mortis. So Whereas up here, and even the trail markers still showing the right way too. So I'll keep my eye out for anyone riding this way, and hopefully make it back to where there is just a heads up. It's 240 if anyone's curious. Wait, I'm being modest. 246. A little chillier. Let's zip this thing up. You know, that might make sense too, because on some of these uphills the trails look so smooth, aka look like maybe people were coming down and moving pretty fast compared to like climbing a little hill and like having a harder time and being more like wobbly, right? So that might make a bit more sense. It's just the one trail. I'm actually going against the wind now. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Because riding this way, after a certain amount of time, I was like, hey, this doesn't feel too bad. It's like windy wise, it's not as cold. But now, I'm starting to go, I can feel the wind a bit more, maybe because I'm like higher up on this little mesa. So, I think this is a dual track right here. Because you still get all the little trail warnings, crossing and all that. I really do want to say the last place I'd seen it was like a little further back, and that's where I said Rigor Mortis. I was pointing off to the side, so that's where I get back into single track. I don't like the dual track. Now I gotta look ahead, make sure someone's not bombing the hill when I'm going up the hill. Yeah, so tomorrow's gonna be fun. We'll see how bad my legs are gonna be shot, or have I been running enough that my body's a little more used to this. We shall see. Oh, here's the hill that killed my legs. This is nice though, coming back down. Look at that. Look at that. That's nice. That was nice. That was a nice reward. It was such a pain climbing that hill. That was a lot better. As you can tell, I'm a little more quiet. Thinking about stuff. Random things. Sorry. Alright. So going against the wind, I can definitely feel it, like going through my little thermals a bit more. Which is kind of lame. These are supposed to be like winter, like fleece lined thermals, but they do not feel like it right now. They feel like yeah, they don't feel like that. They just feel like maybe like a base layer. So and still focusing on making sure no one's coming up the trail, just because I think this is a dual track right here. I'm so waiting for the dual or the single track to start up again, but let's see. Kind of climbing a hill again. Had some downhills, but now it's kind of some uphills again. I think that really huge hill should be coming up where it looked like you had to do the crazy ride to like kind of take a good run at it. I should be getting close because I think it's going to be right up here. So riding down that hill should be fun. Looking ahead, nobody. Hopefully I'm not going to be too tired for Rigor Mortis. That's always my fun one. Just because it's a little downhill trek, the little bomb is always awesome. I always like that one. It always makes the ride out to that part like so much worth it. see anyone. I'm guessing a lot of people probably went back to work today, so tell some little stories, I guess. So when I was in Flagstaff, we were there, my mom and little brother, getting some supplies for them. I actually ran into an old co-worker from RDF. So his name is Emerson Bitsui. So he used to be the PTE that supported Paveway. As the VSM, so I got to talk to him for a bit, so that was pretty cool. So he's asking me if I was still up still in Tucson and all of that, and told him yeah, and he said he's kind of maybe been looking to get back into it, so told exchanged numbers, and yeah, so it was pretty cool to see him. It's always fun too, just because he was always funny. He would always call me Al. It was, out of all the nicknames that I think I've had, that was always the different one, Al. So he'd always call me that. It was like, it was unique to him, so I was always cool with it, just because it's like, yeah. So, but that was cool. Talked to him for a little bit. Yeah. Oh, jeez, this is a climb. Ooh. Oh yeah, look at that. So he did mention the whole he thought I would be back at RDF running the place, so I was like, yeah, not yet, maybe eventually if it gets to that get to that point in the career. Oh, that part got my legs, if you can't tell. That was pretty steep. So, and then the funny part was, so ran into him in Flagstaff, and then ran into Wilson right here in Farmington at the Target. So Wilson was like one of the operators on the, or he is one of the operators on the line. So he got to talk to him for a little bit, so enjoying his time off. Good to see him, so it was good. Maybe this evening check into the Airbnb, shower up and all that, get some food, and see who else to run into. I know Keith said he was out here like the week before the Christmas shutdown, so, but he was like an RDF actual, so he got to see everyone there. Mine will be whoever's out in the wild here. Okay, I can see why they did this portion of the trail like on the road. Gives you a nice little breather coming back. It's just chilling. We went so far out that I can't even see Farmington Lake anymore because I think it's on this side. Yeah, at least this is a little more forgiving. Oh yeah, there's Farmington Lake. Jeez. So it came out like it went all the way over there. I'm gonna have to reuse that song, the Queens of the Stone Age, of the "Everybody Knows You're Insane," because I'll post some photos from this and yeah, all that good stuff. But geez, that was a trail. Definitely got further out. I am very thankful for this part. Can kind of rest my legs a little bit, cruising. I like it. I think this is where we get back on the trail. Yeah. I don't think there's a trail that way. That might be maybe the easier way to ride the little oil fill roads for a little bit, maybe. Oof, being on top of the mesa, geez, it's so cold. Another oil fill crossing. That's where we're going. Ooh, I forgot it. Look at that. Almost rode off the ledge, pointing at where the trail's gonna go. Yeah, I like that. Right near the edge. You know, at this point, I don't think I've ridden a alien run with like a fresh pair of legs. I think they've always been after the fact of like doing something like this, and then like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it tomorrow, and it's like legs are tired. The last time I remember, it was just like, even the tiny little hills, like you just have like a tiny little hill, it's like the little climb right there, we get my legs, and I have to just like end up going super slow. So it would be nice to do the Phil's Whirl though, just because I haven't oh, check that out, going back the other way on this trail. Boom, look at that. Woo! I like that flow. Okay, maintain the momentum, but I didn't because my legs are tired. And I don't have it. Sorry. That's fun. Which way does that go? To Kensie? Oh, that was the trail that went some other way. Let me see. I don't know if I want to go on that because I don't know where that goes. Wild Bill. Keep it wild. I kind of want to go back, so probably not. All right. I like this part though. Nice flowy parts. That downhill is pretty awesome. It's a pain climbing up, but coming down it, awesome. Worth it? I think so. I think so. I'm really like debating. There's someone selling a Trek fuel here. It's a 1x12. I'm really thinking about checking it out because I think this is a 3x10, which is nice, but it'd be nice to get with the times. And this thing's pretty fast too for its size. So this one's like less travel, but faster, lighter. of poop on the trail. Coyotes or whatever, but all right, let's see. So there is a little break here. That's the trail I originally came on. Ooh, a Rigor Mortis here. We'll try it. Let's try this. This is gonna be new. For sure I'm not gonna go fast because I don't know this yet. That was pretty cool. Worthy of the name. I think this part is also new, because I think the original trail is on that side, so this is nice. As long as I get to ride the Rigor Mortis on the other, like further up, I'll be good. That's still my favorite part of this whole trail. Yeah, this part of the trail is letting a bit more air, the cold air hit, so I can feel it on my legs and my feet. I really don't know why I didn't put on the thicker socks. Should have. Ooh. If you didn't see that, my wheel got caught in like a little track that someone made. So I was taking the corner and it like grabbed. All clear. Oh, there's that steep climb that I did. Sometimes it pays to not think and then just use the momentum of the of your bike to just like hit up that crazy hill like that. Almost lost it right there. That little bumpy part, like my it actually knocked my foot off the pedal. Kind of knocked me forward a little bit too. These big river rocks. Another crossing. Ooh. Making me climb. Come on, guys. More climbing. Come on, guy. Oh, I didn't get it. I was in the right gear, just bottomed out right at a weird spot. Water time. Really did forget about mountain biking in the winter out here, what it takes as far as the gear. Totally forgot about all that stuff. Oh, jeez. Oh, I think that's where I come from for the other side for Rigor Mortis. Sweet. Okay. So I think this is the fun part. Oh, it is. This is just like, this is gonna be the highlight of the ride, just because I know this part a little bit better than the others. So and of course the GoPro makes it look like you're going super slow on this stuff. I swear I'm not going slow. Oh, that's the other thing I need to get. I need to get a better fitting helmet. Like, it's a lot looser than I remember. So this part of the ride is so worth it. The flow is so good, so smooth. Can definitely go faster too. You get used to the trail. You ride really quick. There's one part that kind of throws me off up here. I always forget about it, like how fast I need to come into it. As it crosses the road. So this part's not bad. Sandy right here. Crosses the road here. This time I'm going off the rock. Oh. Not as smooth. Still got it. That was the part. Ooh. That was so fun, but I know the worst part is coming up where it's going to be sand dunes and then climbing up that ridge right there. It'll be such a burnout, but at least that part was fun. That's my favorite part. So, Rigor Mortis. Woo. Let's downshift again. See how far we can make it up. Working smarter. It looked like with the rain and stuff, it might have at least packed down all that dirt. Maybe. let's see. I feel like it looks better already. Jeez, I wonder if the crank length. I'm gonna have to check the crank length of like the this one compared to the fuel that I have. I feel like this one I'm bottoming out quite a bit more, like hitting the pedal and stuff. So whereas with the fuel, I felt like I rarely did that. Whereas this one is like everywhere. You probably hear it in the video too, like the little rock strikes and all that. So hey, the trail's a little bit better. It's a little more packed down. The last time it was just sand dune and had to just like go slow. I am gonna preemptively go down a gear though, just because I already know this part's gonna be a pain. You're pretty much like climbing back up the ridge. So it was up there, we rode on down, we had fun, we had good times. Now got to put in the work to climb back up that hill. That part it's always hard. You know what's wild? I'm actually still riding. Before, this was like in sand dune. It was so hard to ride. It was just like grab your wheel and then you'd be done. So I just remember walking it through here. Hill climb. Wow, I actually made it pedaling up that spot, but oh yeah, not done yet. Slow motion. You guys could walk past me right now. That's how slow I'm going. I think this is the last like really intense climb like this, and then there's some over there like further up, but I don't think they're as bad as this one. This one is like really climbing back up that ridge. So you see, it doesn't stop. You at least get some momentum, like I think a little further up here as you start going back up. So you'll go down, get some momentum, and then kind of ride back up a little bit, but you at least have that momentum to kind of push you. Where's my heart rate at? Let's see, really quick. 150. My nose is just watery. Look at that. Good stuff. All right, let's keep going. All right, meet us in the middle. you know. I think my front tire is starting to go. Still good for now, but I can see it a little more droopy. Might be okay for these spots up here, but I might have to air up a little bit up here. When I get to the where the trails meet, I'll air up there. Yeah, I could hear it. Like, I think my back is okay. Yeah, my rear's okay. It's just the front. Ugh. Oh, jeez. If I hear any rim strikes, yeah, I'll just air up. All right, I gotta air up right here. That last spot felt weird. So me riding on the reservation, you always like get flats and stuff, so for me I always carry a pack with like extra tubes and all that. So it's just for this reason. Getting closer. I'm gonna fill it just a little bit more just in case it starts to layer down again, because if I actually do have a flat, it'd be nice to at least swap it out till the trailhead. So if y'all go riding with me, at least you know that I have all the stuff to get us out of a little bit of a jam. But at the same time, it could probably get us into a jam too. All right. But at least I got my headlamp just in case. Oh, that sun feels so good right here. Oh, so good. My feet are so cold right now. The water. All right. Boom. Here we go. All right. Oh, that feels so much better. So much better. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. See that little climb up the mesa? You climb back up, but at the same time you at least have these fun little Go up, go down, go up, go down. The one back there was just like a hill climb. It's such so hard. A little bit of a hill climb right here. The bump. Yeah, my legs are gonna be shot. Maybe tomorrow is just gonna be a walking, hiking day. Ugh. You know, tomorrow I was supposed to run too. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. Oh, see, pedal strike. Rough river rocks. Ah, so fun. That flow. See this? I think I'm a little more familiar with this one, so I can at least know where to speed up for the climbs and stuff. And I think kind of knowing this trail a little bit more, I can go a little bit quicker to maintain my momentum. So at least that's a little bit easier on this part. Further out, I didn't know where to like, I could kind of push it, where to maintain the momentum. So that was a lot harder. This one is at least a little more forgiving, but I've at least ridden this part like quite a bit. I think if a trail were just downhill the whole way, that'd probably be pretty fun. But if it's not, guess you have fun and at the same time you have to work out. So, almost back. Take a little breather right here. Drink some water. I think if you guys ever ride this, I think even just going up to that part, like right there, it would be worth it because you can come back and at least ride this part of it. This part of it's pretty fun because you have like a little downhill and all that, but if you're up for it, yeah, that 11 miles out, aka 22 miles total, you can be up for that too. But at least this part like has stuff like this where you get a little bit of the quicker with the little river rocks. Just gotta be careful because I know I flipped right here, or maybe like on the next part I think I flipped. You had the little whoops and I went too fast, So I hit the first one, and before my tire could come down, I hit the second one, and it ended up like flipping all the way around. It's probably about here. Yeah, right here. So it came down, and then boom, right there. My momentum was still going downward, and I hit the second hill. Pretty much like flipped over the handlebar. Must have been going fast. Oh, pedal strike. Take that, rocks. You know, it's so good. So I don't have to ride. Oh, Paul McCartney came on. See, look at that. Oh, rock on the trail. Oh, threw me off a little bit. Dang you, rock. That must be for the hitting the other rock. They decided to get revenge on me. Rolled out to the middle. I would do the same. Driving. I think this has like maybe one last intense climb. Conserve the energy. I saw dog tracks on the trail. I think I saw the last time there was like a family coming through. They had their dog with them. It's a nice one. It's really funny. This is like, this trail you could have your tires pumped up pretty, like, quite a bit. Like, cause I think I was running 35 in Tucson and the trail did not like 35. I think I ran closer to 25 and it like was really good. Whereas this one, you could easily run 35 and it's like, it's way more forgiving. I think you got a lot more of these like open, harder areas compared to there's like a lot more rocks to bounce you off. So it's interesting. Barely made it to that part. I didn't stop though. I didn't stop. I think I'm getting like dirt in my shoe. A little bit of some muddy parts. That tires are kicking up some a bit more of the mud. At least have a downhill part right here. A little bit. How loose my helmet is. You can see that on that part. You probably just saw the camera bouncing. They might have to try to get the same style helmet or like the same brand, that Collie, because they have the mounts for the GoPros on top, so it always makes it nice. And then y'all get to enjoy these little rides. Oh, we're almost back. It's kind of funny because we do the other half of Anasazi Trail, and it's always funny because it's like, you know, it's toward the end, but it always feels like it takes the longest. So at this point, it's probably going to be even worse because I'm going to be like, I don't know, 20 miles in, and that last little two miler is going to be like so hard. Getting close. See that house over there? That big house on the hill? That's where we're going. My back is actually getting tired. More trail? No, I'm good. I want to go back. I had to work for that last part. Rigor Mortis. See, there's that big house on the hill. That's where we're headed to. All right, right up to the Kensie Trailhead. Let's see, so it's going to be 22 miles total is what it's going to be. So up to the Kensie part. Let's see. I want to say it should be a 20 mile. 19 and a half. So if it's 22, what is that, another mile and a half? So it's a mile and a half back to Anasazi, so let's get to it. If you want to see the signs. Kensie Trail. Alright. No trail, and it's just going to be the highway riding. Not bad. My front tire's maintaining, so that's good. I think what I seen was probably, if it's a mile and a half, it has to be like maybe almost a quarter mile from here to the back to the trail. So, which isn't too bad, because after this part it's gonna be all downhill. Wow, 22 miles. Oh, and it's open, so I feel all the wind hitting my shoe. The wind telling my feet should have wore thicker socks instead of these that are all nice and breathable. These so-called thermal leggings, yeah, not doing so well with the wind. I was better off like wearing my running setup with the thermal underneath, and then the little running pants. It's probably better off doing that instead of doing leggings and shorts. But it's a quarter mile, and then we get back into the trees. I think I'm actually tired. Whew. 20 miles. The little thing went off in my ear on that 20 miles. Just being out in the open, getting my ears cold. Maybe it's just me, maybe I'm just tired. But that's kind of annoying, just seeing the truck go by, just carrying bikes and people not riding them. I'm sure they're headed to a trail, but I'm cold and bitter right now. So yeah. So instead of running today, yeah, let's go for a 22-mile bike ride. That's fun. I don't think folks ride that that little trail that I rode coming up this way. So I might ride that little part, go back down, instead of just riding on the road all the way back. That wind resistance though, that's the one thing I forgot about. When you start getting tired, just a little bit of wind pushing on you gets so annoying. I'm so glad these things have pads on them. Alright, let's go do this little trail. Hopefully no one's coming on the other side. We'll keep an eye out just in case. Hey, you get to do that little drop. Boom. Nailed it. Onto this little road. It's a little turnaround area for some people. For some people. Keep on lookout ahead. Make sure no one's on the trail. Looks good. Don't see anyone. Don't see anyone. Yeah. Nailed it. My guess is people aren't off work yet. So if they're not off work yet, they're not riding the trail just yet. All right, now that we had that 20-mile detour, let's finish Anasazi Trail. So, it's funny. It's like it doesn't feel like it should be that far, but it's when you're tired, it's a challenge. Well, I guess it's kind of we're climbing uphill from this whole part, like up that way. So the fun happens when you're coming down. You know, I think the last time it got dark, so I don't think I got footage of that. So I might actually post this, at least this part of it, where we do the kind of the downhill climb. So, because I think it got dark and I had my light on, and it was like barely dim, and like you could see some of the trail, but just like it was so close you couldn't see like further out. So I am gonna post this part of it. I'll do the full, but at the same time put some extra emphasis on this part at least. Legs tired. Legs tired. Looks like someone went walking on the trail. I see tracks. Orcs. actually going to shift down. So yesterday from Goulding's I had Navo tacos, so I think that's my energy today. The fried bread, the bread cooked in grease and beans, so I think that's probably my energy right now, which is good. Burn that off. Probably need something else this evening. Gonna just shift down again. Legs are tired. Still not brave enough and not delirious enough to try that part. So that was the I can never build up the courage to do that part right there. So I come up the top and then ride down. Oh, it always looks fun. It just always creeps me out. Just getting vertical like that. Yeah. Still. That part always looks interesting. He's never brave enough to do it though. I know I'm at least near the top. Usually I know I pedal through a lot of this stuff and kind of like go a bit quicker, but oh geez, I am tired. So this is the part y'all didn't get to see in the video because it like I had to have my lamp on and then I didn't have it on the brightest setting, so it was hard to see. So now you get to see how this trail looks and how fun it could be. So hey y'all.
Have a good one.
Have a good one. Even with that, I still get some speed. There we go, here's another spot. Same thing. It looks slow on the camera, but it's fast, I swear. Bring it to the top. Pedal a little bit. Keep the momentum. I don't want to go too fast right here because I think it breaks out into two spots. Speed. Yeah. Yeah, it's a nice reward. You know, that's the only other thing to keep in mind about this trail, probably for Bucky. It can be, you can get like a lot of sand dunes and stuff. So if you take a corner a little too intense, it could like grab it. AKA, I think that's how you might have wiped out at Kensie Ranch Trail. So it does have those instances. So that part's always fun. I guess if you park on the other side, you get to have the fun part first, and then you gotta do the climb back up. Whereas if you park on this side, you get to climb up and then have the fun at the very end. Because now it's just this little spot here, right beside the road, and just a nice little ride back. Oh, look at that. So good. It looks like the trail breaks out into like a whole bunch of different areas now. See that part? Kind of sandy right there. Hey y'all. And that's it. Woo! You know, my feet are cold. I'm tired, I'm hungry, need carbs. Let's see what Farmington has to offer. First thing is I want to sit inside a nice warm vehicle. Woo! And that was it. Did it. Oh. Oh. Let me wipe the boogers from my face before I finish it off. So hair all messy. Yeah, hair all messy. So all that was 22.59 miles is what that was. So it took me 2 hours and 28 minutes to do that. So going from this little trailhead for the south side of Anasazi Trail, and then riding all the way through the first part of the trail, going on the road, doing the Kensie all the way up to 35-36 road, and then coming all the way back. 22 miles. So that's pretty good. It's pretty good. If you're ever interested, check it out. There's a lot of places to like turn around too, so you don't have to do like 22. I think before I would turn around at like the 6.5 mark, where Rigor Mortis does a little downhill. So, and that part was like, I think pretty good, because it's like you get to see quite a bit of the trail. I think the rest of it was pretty fun, but it wasn't as like notable. So it's fun to do it. I'm getting all these achievements. So yeah. So, but yeah, check it out if you're ever out here, or if you ever want to plan a trip with me to go out here. Yeah, I'm down for that too. So good stuff. Until next time, I'll see y'all. Be safe.